I'm not the type of guy who ever prepares for awkward encounters. Honestly, my life motto is more like wake up, get through the day, and hope there's a burger somewhere in it. Mornings are simple. I jog, I shower, I eat granola straight from the box. That's about as ambitious as I get. So that Saturday morning, I rolled out of bed early while my girlfriend, Clara, was still asleep. She looked so calm, curled up in the blanket like a sushi roll. I kissed her forehead, whispered, "Going for a run," and slipped out. It was perfect running weather in Brooklyn. Crisp air, quiet blocks, the faint smell of bacon drifting from someone's window. I popped in my earbuds and zoned out, letting my mind wander. Clara had been dropping hints that she wanted me to meet her mom soon. "She's basically me," Clara had said, "just older, fitter, and definitely scarier." I laughed it off, thinking she was exaggerating. What I didn't know was that in the 40 minutes I was gone, fate had decided to speed that meeting up in the most humiliating way possible. I got back to the apartment, sweaty but satisfied. I grabbed a bottle of water, chugged half, and walked toward the bedroom. That's when I heard it, the shower running. Naturally, I assumed it was Clara freshening up after finally rolling out of bed. I grinned to myself. This could be fun. Without hesitation, I tiptoed down the hall, quietly opened the bathroom door, and slipped inside. The steam was heavy, curling into the air. Through the frosted shower glass, I spotted a familiar outline. Same height, same curves, same messy bun I adored. "Morning, gorgeous," I whispered teasingly. Feeling like a smooth romantic, I gave her a playful slap on the butt. She yelped, not the soft laugh I was expecting, more like a startled gasp. But I didn't think much of it. Smirking, I walked toward the kitchen, already patting myself on the back. And then I froze. Standing by the counter, chopping vegetables in a loose tank top and shorts, was Clara. My brain short-circuited. "See, Clara?" I croaked. She glanced up with a sweet smile. "Hey, babe. Oh, by the way, my mom's here." I felt my soul leave my body. Before I could react, the bathroom door opened and out stepped a woman in a white robe, towel around her neck, damp hair slicked back. She was stunning. Instantly, I understood what Clara meant. She had Clara's smile, Clara's eyes, but carried herself with the kind of authority that made you straighten up without being told. She looked directly at me, lips curling into a sly smile. "Well," she said calmly, "looks like things are lively here. I'm Daniela, Clara's mom." I just stood there, red-faced, trying to scrape together some dignity. I had just smacked my girlfriend's mom on the butt. "Oh, God," I muttered, then stammered something incoherent. Ethan. I'm Ethan. Really nice to meet you. Clara's told me. So many good things. Juice. Do you want juice?" I yanked open the fridge like it was a lifeline. Daniela's smile widened as her eyes swept over me. "I won't say no to juice," she said, brushing past me lightly, her hand grazing my arm. Goosebumps shot across my skin. Lunch was survivable. Barely. Daniela sat across from me at the table, smiling warmly, but with a certain sharpness, like she knew exactly how uncomfortable I was and was having the time of her life. In her robe? Let's just say it wasn't helping my nerves. "So, Ethan," she said, twirling a roasted carrot on her fork. "Clara tells me you run. How far, usually?" 5 or 6 miles," I replied, desperate to sound casual. Daniela nodded thoughtfully. "Not bad. But do you stretch properly?" Sometimes, I admitted. The look she gave me could have convicted me in a courtroom. Sometimes? No. You need to take care of your muscles. Stick with me for a month, and I could have you banging out 20 pull-ups. I can barely do one," I confessed, instantly regretting it. "That's okay," Daniela replied with a wink. "I like a challenge." Clara, sitting beside me, grinned like a cat watching a mouse step right into a trap. "He's more of a snack eater than a workout guy," she teased. Daniela leaned in, resting her elbows on the table, the neckline of her robe dipping a little lower. "Oh, we'll fix that," she said with a knowing smile and a twinkle in her eye. I glued my attention to my plate, pretending roasted carrots were the most fascinating thing in the world. The rest of the day went surprisingly smoothly. The next morning, I woke up alone. Clara's side of the bed was already cool. From the kitchen drifted the smell of fresh coffee and toast. Half asleep, I stretched, tugged a shirt over my head, and wandered toward the scent, ready to wrap Clara in a sleepy hug and say good morning. In the living room, by the window, I saw her. Tight black leggings, light tank top, messy bun. She was stirring something in a mug, gazing out the window. "Well, hello, beautiful," I said warmly as I slipped behind her, wrapping my arms around her waist and inhaling the familiar shampoo scent. The body stiffened. A soft laugh, except it wasn't Clara's laugh. "Ethan," Clara's voice came from behind me. I froze, turned. There she was sitting on the couch, reading a book, her eyebrows raised. I dropped my arms instantly and stepped back. I thought that was you." Daniela turned, bursting into laughter so hard she had to grab the edge of the table. "Wow," she said between giggles. "I guess I really do look like my daughter. Nice to know you're so affectionate in the mornings." Clara laughed so hard she nearly fell off the couch. "Ethan, maybe we should get name tags. One says Clara and one says Mom, just to avoid confusion." Okay, I stammered. "You both need tags. Or hats. Or maybe different hair colors." Daniela smirked. "Don't worry, I'm flattered. But maybe check the face before grabbing people." Although her smile lingered, it was sweet. Before I could come up with a defense, the doorbell rang. Clara went to get it, leaving me alone with Daniela, who was still smiling at me. "You know," she said casually, "it's not entirely your fault. We really do look alike. Same height, same hair. You should have seen me at Clara's age." "I'm starting to believe you," I muttered. "Although," she added with a sly grin, "I do have a few more years of gym time. Tighter glutes." I nearly choked on air. I noticed that yesterday, in the shower, when I grabbed a glass of water. I'm just gonna hydrate." Daniela smiled slowly, clearly amused. By evening, the whole mistaken identity disaster had turned into an ongoing joke. From the kitchen, I heard Clara and Daniela whispering and laughing like two high schoolers plotting mischief. When I brought in mugs of tea, Daniela looked up sweetly. "We've decided something." I narrowed my eyes. "That sounds bad already." "You have to earn the right to hug anyone in this house," she declared. Clara chimed in, smirking. 10 push-ups before any physical contact." "That's cruel," I groaned. "That's fitness," Daniela shot back instantly. "Fine," I muttered. "But seriously, I'm buying you both color-coded bracelets. Mom, daughter." Problem solved. Daniela tilted her head. "Or maybe we'll just swap outfits more often. Keep you guessing." "That's not funny," I said immediately. "It's hilarious," Clara laughed, high-fiving her mom. Later, we settled on a board game. I sat across from Clara while Daniela, like a self-appointed referee, lounged to the side. "Every move I made," she commented. "Oh, nice. Looks like you thrive under pressure." "Mom, stop encouraging him," Clara complained. "What?" Daniela winked. "It's motivating." When I finally won, Daniela clapped her hands lightly. "Well, champ, maybe you and I should hit the gym together sometime. I'll show you a few tricks to get legs like mine." "Mom," Clara exclaimed, half laughing, half exasperated. I retreated to the kitchen for snacks, and when I came back, they were both giggling over something on Clara's phone. "What's so funny?" I asked, leaning in. Daniela, without looking up, said, "Oh, just showing Clara in a routine. But you really need to see this too." On the screen was a video of Daniela in a sports bra, holding a perfect plank and cranking out push-ups like a pro. Clara immediately yanked the phone back, laughing. "Mom, he's blushing." "No way," I said, ears burning. "It's just educational." As the evening wound down, Daniela stood to leave. She called a cab, then gave me a hug, this time a clear, intentional one. "Ethan, you passed today's test. Not every guy could handle this." I chuckled nervously. "So, am I officially certified now?" "Absolutely," she said with a wink. "And my offer stands. Join me at the gym anytime." After she left, Clara leaned against me with a smile. "See? She likes you." "She's really cool," I admitted. And just like that, my first meeting with Clara's mom turned into a story I knew they'd tell at every barbecue, holiday dinner, and probably even during Daniela's fitness classes.